Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the week of March 3rd. And I'm feeling very quiet. And just like I want to really offer you something beautiful today, because the image and the song that came up touched me really, really deeply. The image was of you looking down a drain. And you were watching the water spin down. And I was going, no, don't go down the drain. But what I saw was that as soon as you took your attention off the idea of it draining, all of a sudden it turned into this beautiful geyser with all the force of nature behind it. And then the song that came to me was by Alanis Morissette, and the title is That I Would Be Good. And I remember this song from years ago, and the lyrics, I won't go into all of them, but basically it's that I would be good if I did nothing, if I got the thumbs down, if I got and stayed sick, if I gained 10 pounds, that I'd be fine if I went bankrupt, lost my hair in my youth, was no longer queen, wasn't all-knowing, that I'd be loved, even when I numb myself, when I'm overwhelmed, when I was fuming, and if I was clean, that I'd be good even if I lost sanity, whether with or without, that I'd be good whether with or without you. So that I really encourage you to go and listen to this song, because it's not just the words, it's the music behind it that is so evocative of this sense of release and peace and self-acceptance and self-love. The cards, wow, I'm getting choked up. I remember a moment, it reminds me of a moment years ago after I'd gotten back from India and had been doing a lot of meditating. And I had let everything in my life go in order to take this long extended trip. And when I came back, I had no money. I'd given up all my clients and I was in debt. And I was going through all these things in my head. What do I do? What am I looking for? Where am I going? Should I go back to India? That's not my teacher. I don't know. There was just all of this stuff and this indecision about my future. Quite a few years ago now, and many years ago. And I was letting all of this stuff run through my head, and I knelt down to put something away, and all of a sudden I heard in my head, aren't you tired of this yet? It was like, yeah, I am. And that's the feeling that I get with you. So I had these things come in one after the other for you, and then the cards that I get are this. The feeling that I'm getting with this is that it was just so much easier for the part of the collective that I'm reading for, because it won't be everybody, that it was just so much easier as this little empath to not challenge authority. And it wasn't just the fear of authority, of something being done to you. It was the fear of the shaming, the criticism, the chaos that might ensue from challenging. It's almost as though you grew up with the belief that standing up for yourself was going to provoke criticism, shaming, blaming. And so now, you grew into an adult, finding it very hard. It felt very threatening to you to stand for yourself first. So it became very easy with all of your finely tuned empathic skills to take care of other people. Cancer, you are highly underrated. You have got such a beautiful spirit that very often has gone really underplayed. And as part of keeping yourself safe and protected, you have in some cases become almost like a victim or a willing victim of circumstance, because it was easier to not defend yourself than to risk the confrontation that might ensue by defending yourself, by becoming your own hero, by standing up, by challenging things. But what we've got here is the guidance to be fierce in really owning your good qualities and to be grateful for the fact that you're finally really being able to acknowledge them and face whatever fear comes up. It's yeah, you're being asked to really look at your patterns here, but I want to read you the gratitude card because I think that, this is the energy that can move mountains. Gratitude is so huge. But what does it feel like? And Cancer, you're good at feeling, so listen to this. Gratitude feels big and opens everything, our hearts, minds, and hands. In these moments, we're not grasping. We're free of all yearning because in that state, our fulfillment is complete. It's a selfless emotion with no demands or hidden agendas. It presents us in our real and powerful vulnerability. Powerful is key here, okay? In that humble state of vulnerability, we've created the space within us to receive more. Today, give thanks for everything, whether it looks good or bad. So this is about you really opening up beyond whatever protective guarding you've done. Because remember, it wasn't just not being able to stand up for yourself. It wasn't able necessarily to even be able to acknowledge your good points or to accept those things from other people, to accept that validation. Because if somebody were to compliment you when you were to go, well, yeah, thanks, that's like the equivalent of admitting that you're good. And that could create problems for you, or could have in the past, or you could have believed that it could have in the past. Okay? So you're being asked to really stand passionately in a sense of gratitude, in a sense of vulnerability that by its very nature is empowering, because it was your protection that allowed you, your protection against being vulnerable, that often prevented you from being able to really honor and own your abilities, your skills. Cancers, this is just like wonderful, but look back, and look back at what patterns you've had in your life. And this is, I'm getting this now, what kind of social, what's the word? Social ritual you have engaged in and built as a part of your psychological pattern and your social functioning that was designed to diminish you. I'm hearing this really strongly right now. Look at wherever you have played along with diminishing yourself. Look at what the patterns are in your speech, in your habits, in your interactions, in your social interactions. Look at what that looks like and check it out to see how you can change it up. There's that card, how you can change it up, how you can start looking at yourself with new things, how you cannot allow the energy of going down the drain. What's that? It's waste. It's old water. No, Cancer. This is new water. Just realized it was water and you're a Cancer. It's new water. It's fresh water. It's water that is coming from the center of the earth, full of life. It's not just a fountain. It's a geyser. It's got that much power behind it. You are the ones, my loves, who can change your perspective of it. Who can allow your letting go of that old identity of the victim, I don't like the word victim for that, but there's a quality of that to it. There's also sometimes a quality of martyr, but not really. There's all that tinge of energy. What's the quality of energy? The quality of energy is self-diminishment. That's really what it is. And so you're being asked really to look at that and say, what can you let go of? What can you let go of? Because it's really your choice now. Are you going to look at your abilities, who you are, as something that is not worthy, that is tossed aside by other people, that is not acknowledged by you? Because listen, Cancer, when you start giving yourself credit for who you are, the world around you starts giving you credit for who you are too. It's not fake. It's looking where the denial of your goodness and your skills are fake. Okay? This is you dismantling old stuff that is absolutely not serving you. And you are being asked to discipline yourself in terms of how you look at yourself. It's time to let go of the things that don't serve you and to be fierce and to be disciplined about not letting those old stories and those old social rules and those old pattern behaviors and thoughts stop you from honoring the power that is you and allowing it to come up through you and really create this new experience of yourself in the world. Cancer, this is a wonderful thing. You have got so many great, great qualities you have not even let yourselves explore yet. And now is your time. But it is your choice. You got to be the ones to do it. It seems like a lot of people are getting the message about choice, standing up for themselves, honoring who they are. And you know what? We have to. Because now is a time in the world around us where the energy is pulling everybody down. We can no longer, we don't have the luxury of lingering in that. We have to stand for who we are because it's not just for us. We bring that energy into the world. We stand as examples for everybody to stand up and own and be who they are and own their qualities and honor themselves. So Cancer, this is not just for you. You are an example. We are all examples. And this is your time and this is your turn. And you know what? You deserve it. You deserve the love, the self-appreciation, the appreciation, the more than appreciation. You deserve the attention. Oh boy, I bet that feels scary. You deserve the attention. And it's safe. Okay, Cancer? It's safe. Take care. God bless you.